We're pleased to be talking with Aaron Rhodes of the Los Angeles Angels organization about how he came up through the ranks of Little League into pro baseball. And Aaron, what do you think in terms of your experience? You started in Little League and worked your way up. What things do you remember that was the best about Little League and working your way up through travel ball and high school, etc.?
I would say the best part about Little League was just meeting other kids and getting to know them and play as a – that's where you really build the team aspect of baseball, because even though there's like one or two guys that are studs, but you can't win every game with just one or two guys, so you got to have a whole team and the coaches, and there's actually a lot of planning that goes on in Little League, I feel like. So, but yeah, building the relationships with all those guys and then growing up with them, going to high school, whatever, with them, and just really sticking with them pretty much the whole baseball career until you go to college and whatnot.
And did you play a lot of positions when you were younger?
Yeah, I think I played every position on the field except for first base, at least 5 innings.
So as you came up and you transitioned into travel baseball, that was for the greater competition. Mm-hmm. At what point did you switch over and know that pitching was your specialty? Was it early in travel ball, or did that become evident later?
That really wasn't evident until about my junior year of high school. That's when I really figured out that pitching was going to get me to college and get me through college to pro ball. I played shortstop, second base, and third base mainly freshman and sophomore year of high school. And then junior year is when I started pitching more. And I still played the infield, but I focused more on pitching. So I guess around that time is when I really figured out pitching was the way to go.
Were there adversities along the way, even as you started pitching or in high school, that really made you focus and say, this is really what I want to do, and I work my way through this? And how did you work your way through some of the adversities?
Well, first of all, my dad helped me a lot because he played professional baseball. He played at Venice High School. He played college ball too, and he was a pitcher as well. So he kind of pushed me to be a pitcher, but he also let me choose what I wanted to do, which is why I played infield and every other position. So it was mainly him that made me lean towards pitching, just because I wanted to be like him when I grew up.
So when it came time and the colleges were courting you to come on board, talk through the recruiting process, even selecting college, and how your decision was made and things along that line.
Well, the decision of where I went to school was really easy because I was a Gator fan since the day I could walk. So when they offered me, I didn't sign with a school until my senior year, spring break my senior year. I was kind of panicking a little because I didn't know what I was going to do, if I was even going to get a scholarship or whatever to play college baseball. And I went and visited USF, FSU, FAU, UNF, and they were all interested but didn't really give me anything. So spring break my senior year, Coach Faulkner and our team went up to Gainesville to play a couple teams up there, and Coach O'Sullivan came out and watched our games, and I guess he was impressed, and he sent their assistant down here the next week to watch me and a couple other guys on the team, and he really liked me as well. So they called me the next day and were like, hey, why don't you come on up to Gainesville for a visit? I'm like, okay. They didn't even have to offer me anything. I was like, yeah, I'm signing with you guys.
So now you're taking that step. You obviously were on a very successful team at Florida, and you're entering the draft for pro baseball. Nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Talk through the emotion, and it's such a variety of variables that go into the draft to begin with, and you're sitting waiting for your name to be called. Can you tell us a little bit about the emotions, all the build-up, the conversations that you had going into that, and kind of what your feelings were as draft day approached?
Well, the scouts for all the MLB teams, they do a pretty good job of kind of keeping your nerves down. Like, they talk to you throughout the year and just follow you, see how you're doing, and talk to you like, hey, we'll probably draft you, and they'll tell you whatever round they think you'll be drafted in. So you kind of get the feeling like, okay, I'm not going to be a first 5-rounder, but somewhere in between 5 and 15 I'll go. So they kind of like, I guess that they make it easier on you, so you're not sitting there like biting your nails the whole time. But it was really exciting for me because it's been a dream my entire life. So I just, like, once I saw my name get picked, I don't know what I don't remember. It was like all a blur from there.
Sure.
So,
do you think that your work ethic, as a single thing, or is there just a multitude of things that has propelled you to the position you're in today?
I'd say it's probably a multitude of things. Just staying focused on schoolwork. That was a huge thing at Florida. Was since it's a good academic school as well. They really push schoolwork, which if you're disciplined at schoolwork, you'll be disciplined on the field, I feel like, and off the field. Like, just hanging out, not doing anything stupid. And then just workouts are at 6 a.m. or 7 or 8 a.m. every morning. So it was like they kind of gave you your work ethic, but you could choose whether you want to do extra work or not. And I feel like my dad was the biggest thing. Both my parents, my mom too, they were always pushing me to stay at the field longer and just get better. And I think that wore off on me from high school because I brought that to me with to college too. And I think that was a huge part of my work ethic.
So you're headed off in a short amount of time to get started on the next pro season, and the goals as you enter the next season.
My main goal is just to keep moving up. Last year I was in rookie ball, which is where they send most college draftees, and then usually college guys move up fairly quicker than high school players. They usually start out in low rookie ball. I was in advanced, and so this year's goal is just to make it to low A, or start out in low A, and then hopefully from there have a good season and maybe get moved up to high A. I don't know, but that would be nice.
Well, we'd like to thank Aaron for taking time out of his schedule to talk with us, and best of luck on your season. Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.